We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case would seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Something ain't right down here. Stand by while I investigate.
Wait, that's not an ordinary resident of Whittleton Creek, 47. This must be one of Cassidy's men working undercover. I suggest you keep an eye out for more of them.
Station 8. Nothing to report. Say, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Ah, hi there. Say, wouldn't you like to come out to the stand and join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins?
Oh, I love you, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. James has a dressing gown.
A robe for Janus? What could he need that for?
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty in number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you're helping deliver packages. What a day!
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it. Donut-eating dorks. Oh, sure, if you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. But when your car gets keyed by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir, I'm afraid we need more evidence."
What?
Huh?
Damn, you throw like, well, me. Gotta work on that aim, my friend.
Damn. I heard that. Wow.
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive.
What?
Now get the fuck out of my face. As I said, I'm really sorry.
Say what? I wonder what that was.
Bingo.
I understand you have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. As you can see, we have a mole issue. Now, I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, it'd be great. Come find me when you're done.
You seen that Janice's oddball nurse is at it again?
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janice.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past him and I have to tell you. He shared his opinion on Janice. Let's just say not exactly.
Found another packet.
Yeah, I thought it was a crash like the others. Found another package.
I'm done.
Great. Let me have a quick look. A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done.
Normally hand-delivered meal.
Let me get Mr. Janus so he can inspect it for himself.
For you today.
Yes, I'm standing right here, sir.
Hey,
Please step
tell
out
Mr.
of
Janus
my
the
bubble.
molehills have been fixed.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect the work soon, 47.
Just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection is going to remind Janus about something exciting from his past. And I'm sure that he's going to tell us all about it. Here he is. Mr. Janus.
Yes, sir. Right now.
Yes, Mr. Janus. Gardner took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that
Janus.
myself. Thank you.
Cold War spy master and the first Providence constant.
Beautiful work.
I wonder how much he remembers,
Soon be gone.
how little he cares.
He was supposed to be home, but there was no answer. Sheriff Masterson shared the details with me afterwards. But it's white boy. Go. He said it was like a walk out. He was eventually ruled as sufficient death. The cause is, I know.
Your house is so beautiful. I'm really
Well, how?
wonderful.
That's not aesthetic. It's
Huh?
Hey, what are you thinking? Stop that now.
Hola, compadre, it's me. Yes, I still have a fumigation unit hooked up to Mr. Cassidy's house. I removed both units. I'm done with Mr. Badshaw's house. He's more cost efficient like that.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects.
What a weirdo. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found this cockroach in his room one day, and he took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could keep him walking. So one day, he heard his mother.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
Oh no!
Huh?
Oh, crap!
Jeez. What?
God!
Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on. Command, I got nothing. Standing by.
Clear!
Command, thought I heard something. Checking it out, over.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms. Nicely done, 47. This should keep things nice and quiet inside the house.
Have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Piano recital? She did a Chopin piece. Her teacher said she
Hey, did you grab the pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, I'm trying to stop.
Ah, well,
Man,
you know,
got
I
nothing.
think someone in
Stand
there
by.
is trying to help the old Jesus stop as well by throwing his coffin nails over the fence. Seems pointless.
There's no reason for him to kick the habit when he's already so close to kicking the bucket. I say, let the old man smoke.
Have you seen that oxygen tank near his bedroom window? When you can't breathe with the help of your own lungs, it's probably not
Man,
right.
yeah, I'm here now. It's all clear. Over.
Reporting back from the garden, nothing here. Moving on.
My pocket's still in the library. Does he know what time it happens to be?
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Excuse me?
We might have a situation. Sweeping area.
Good work, 47. All there is left to do now is wait.
Hello.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party 3 times already. Why not just go inside? It's open to everyone.
Yeah, it's strange, all right. Oh, maybe he's a vegan? No, I don't trust a man who can't eat a rare steak.
Christ. All you ever care about is food, Al. You should take this more serious. They're our neighbors. If they have secrets, we have a right to know them. The Wilsons? Sounds like a made-up name if you ask me.
Look at all these.
Ah, hi there.
Want me to call someone? Just say the word.
Hey, how are you?
People say he carved himself a set of dentures out of a slab of lustrous white marble. You know I get it.
He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal, or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. It's got to be something from the old man's archives.
Oh.
If that's one of Janus's diaries,
tosses it out
it might
after
contain
reading
some
it.
important information about his
How I get most
past.
of my books these days.
Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the Constant. One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
I heard he choked a bear to death in a burning cabin. and before he ran out, he pushed his body over some embers.
Roth is a legend. You can't badmouth him, Al. Shame on you.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47.
You're the reader in the family. Oh, is it any good?
Good work, 47.
This is
We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for, and then get out of here.
All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.